Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play series, episode 19, House Flipper 2. It's been some time since we've seen each other. I was a little busy in life, and things are exciting, and that is why I haven't been able to stream lately, but we are back, and hopefully if all goes well, we will be streaming in a new location in real life. We were checking out some houses the other day, and ended up finding one that we really like over closer to family. And my mom flew in from Europe, and we looked at the house together and did an inspection, and it all went well. Yeah, so it's a little exciting. We're excited for sure, and I can't wait to start moving stuff over and making it happen. Now, the renovation won't be much like this house that we're working on right now. But, playing this game has given us some really good ideas on things that we like to see and could perhaps do in our own house. Oh, so if you guys remember where we left off here, I know it's been quite a while. We ended up adding on and punching out this kitchen here, adding on and punching out the bathroom here, and then we also expanded the master bedroom or guest bedroom, depending on how you look at it. And we expanded out this room right here for the dining room. We were kind of laying out the floor print for the house. Nothing is 100% set in stone yet. There's still some windows I would like to do, and I like the circular windows that I have been doing. So I think we're definitely gonna kind of keep going on this front here and see if we can't do something that looks pretty snazzy for the property. But yeah, I wanted to kind of liven up the space a little bit. We're not going to do circular windows everywhere, though that is the theme of the house, and we are enjoying that. I think I want to go ahead and put in some normal windows here too, like a 7x7. I think these look pretty sharp. I kind of want to see where these fall on the house here. Yeah. That one puts us up against the wall, so what I think I'm going to do here is scooch this window over so that it's two away, and I'm going to do the same thing right there. So that kind of adds, some life, some openness. I quite like that. And then let's go ahead and duplicate that and kind of, I know you don't want too many windows in the bathroom, but I don't want there to be not enough lighting or any windows in the bathroom, because I don't like that either. So let's go ahead here, add a couple more windows. And we might actually convert this one into the bedroom and do the other space into the bathroom. Only because I'm really digging how this room looks. I think it's got a great view. It's got great space. It's a good size. And let's go ahead here and see if we can't center these windows a little bit better. It looks like 2, and then we're able to not quite hit the other mark. So let's do 7. We'll do 3x3 and then see if we can't center that up. That's okay. 3x3 is not going to cut it. However, what we can do is continue on the same kind of spread that we have on the other windows and figure out what we want to do with this center window here. So 7x7 isn't going to work for us. So what if we went ahead here and changed it into a 6x6? No, 6x7 maybe? They have 6x6. Ooh, 8x4. Not bad. And then what I could do is potentially do 2 of those. That's not a horrible idea. But it's not perfect. 7x6. Fantastic. They have it. No. I need 6x7. Ooh, 7x8. Go even bigger, even taller. Not quite what I'm going for. So what I think I want to do here is potentially use some smaller windows and maybe do like 3 of them. Or we just take our 7x7 option and roll with it. Call it a day. Let's build this back up. Don't want any holes in the house. And then we're going to lay down some foundational work. I know that this isn't going to be the end-all be-all for this house. And I really do think that what ends up happening with this house is we're going to make it look really good. And then we'll spend another episode and furnish it and really kind of clean it up and make it look like everything we wanted and then some. So let's go ahead right now and just determine what we want to do for carpeting, what we want to do for color, and kind of make this space queued up for creative vision. They got a light in here. Let me just see where this one is going. So it's going to this light. So what we're going to do is put the light in the bathroom. And I want to see how much we can accomplish here with paint. So I'm going to paint the walls a kind of like a, I know we do this green all the time. I want to do a custom color here because I want to do a form of white, but I don't want it to be, you know, straight white in color. And I kind of want to do some warmer colors if we're outside. But this faded is really good. And then what's kind of neat is I know it says olive and olive. My wife is actually really interested in this rosemary color. It's kind of a popular trend right now. A lot of people are painting things rosemary. And so I wanted to pick a color that's very similar to rosemary and see how that looks inside the house. If it looks good, awesome, we'll roll with it. We'll paint more stuff rosemary. It is a neat color, and it goes well with white, so we're going to have to kind of play into that and do both things. We're also going to do like a off-white, just not quite a hard, cool white. But let's see here if we could do kind of like a more cream. Yeah, we'll do that. Cream colored white, I think, will give us the aesthetic that we're going for. So let's do the ceilings white, and if you do white ceilings and then you do 2 white walls and then you do 2 darker color walls, you kind of can give the illusion of stretching in a room. At least that's what I've started to notice. And then it opens up the space, right? Because if you have dark ceilings, it makes the space feel confined and almost like a cave, a little dark, a little lifeless. And I don't love that. So what we're going to do here is paint that. We can't change that little notch there in the ceiling because the outside of the house needs to have the same siding color on it. But that's okay. Let's keep keep it down. Very nice. And then I do want to do the stairs. Luckily that's underneath the stairs, so I don't think that's going to cause too many issues. Let's see what happens. We just paint that. Interesting geometry for sure. It's making me ask some questions. What I do think I want to do here, though, is some white wood paneling. Wood panels. But I need it to have kind of like... you know how they do those trims on boards at the base level of a wall, and they're usually white. They have a name, and for some reason I'm not thinking of it. But it's a wooden accent, and there's trims, and they do like rectangles. Well, let's try this. Oh. Easy, easy. Too much. Too much. And then we're looking at doing new series here. If you guys have watched any of my Let's Play videos with Harry Potter, that series, The Quidditch Champions, was awesome and it went super well. And I loved the game. I thought it was a ton of fun. And now we're looking to move on to the next game as House Flipper is wrapping up as a series. We got to find what others may like, and I'm also looking at, you know, what would I like to play, because it's always fun to bring you guys games that I think you'll enjoy, but it's also fun to bring you guys games that I enjoy as well. It makes the experience all the more fruitful, because if I'm having fun and you guys are having fun, then everybody's winning, and that's exactly what I like to see. Let's see here. We got the white. So I was thinking about potentially doing another simulator, much like House Flippers, but in a different way. And then we can kind of design things together, and pick out some cool options, and make something fun. You know, the house one's really cool because everybody's talking about houses, and you're always looking at houses. I feel at least like we have been. We've been looking at houses for so long. Obviously, you know, the market's in a spot where my generation struggles to afford one, even with solid jobs, which is tough, right? Because it's like, what's the point of going to college and getting a degree and going through all the hardship and pain of, you know, elite level schooling if it results in absolutely nothing? And that's tricky. That's really tricky. And you tell yourself, you know what? You know, the one thing they can't take away from you is your education. So it's nice to have it, and I'm very happy that I do have it. But it just hasn't been fun lately. And so streaming is something fun. I finally get to do something I enjoy, which is nice. And I'd like to do more of it. And with your guys' support, we can do more of it. Now, I'm liking how we've got this room kind of sectioned off here, for sure. And I'm thinking what I want to do here is normally I paint the inside of the windowsills white, but I don't know if that's going to have like a conflict of interest here. So we're going to paint the whole inside white as well on these window frames. And if it looks weird, I'm going to paint the other, you know, top section green so that it blends in with the room and it doesn't pull your eye away in such a weird way. And you know, it's not bad, but yes, I think I'm going to go with my original design idea here. We're going to paint all these little low spots white, and then I'm going to come back through and paint the upper spots of the windowsills green. That way your eyes aren't fighting a battle of like, whoa, that's white, that's green, that's odd. Why are they doing that? Maybe it'd be better if it was black. That way the window kind of blends in with the frame. But I want to try this first, and if it looks like what I think it's going to look like, it'll be alright. And it's nice to get away it's nice to get away from all of the brick. Go. Rosemary. And we have officially outlined our bathroom with rosemary. It's a cool color. I do like it. There needs to be woods, you know what I'm saying? Like a light brown wood, which is kind of what I have for the door, but I'm thinking I might go even slightly darker than that. I'm noticing some grass is coming through the floor here, and I think that's just the map, and they were not expecting us to go so large scale, so we're just gonna forgo that and pretend that doesn't exist. And you know, maybe it'll go away, or we'll at least cover it up because we can put in bathroom stuff or bedroom stuff. Haven't decided yet. When the house is all framed up and exactly the way we want it and clean, then we can kind of decide what we want to do with each room. But I want to get the space, you know, cleaned up and looking bright and lively, one with nature. You know, it's always a dream to have a house in the woods, and here we go. Check that out. That looks really good. Let's go ahead here and sell the rest of the boards, and let's put in a flooring in this room. And so I think what I want to do, again, a little bit darker but not dark wood. I like this neutral ash. I think that is very similar to what this door is. Let me take a look and see. So they are using, oh, that light cedar is really pretty actually. Let me think about that again. Yeah, I like the grain on it a little bit better. I do, and then what if I did ebony for the door frame? I think that's classy. I think that's classy. Now we can change this out. Sell it. We don't want that. And let's grab light cedar. There it is. Warm light cedar panels. Exactly what we were thinking. But because the door is the same color of the floor, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that yet. Let me lay down the whole floor and just see what we end up coming up with here. We might need to go darker on the wood. But you don't know until you lay it down and take a step back and see what it turns into. So let's put it down first and then ask questions in a minute. A lot of tiles for this floor. Big room. If this is a bedroom, we will change it to a carpet. You know, that's really slick. I like that. It's a little bright. Not gonna lie. Little bright. So what if... I mean, if we go to those yellow wood panels, they're a little bit darker. They have a different wood grain to them. You know what I think the problem is the wood. This, I like the light wood, but the pattern is wrong. So what I want to do here is I'm going to go ahead and go change style, change the cut pattern, and do this wood cut pattern. Change the pattern size to what would be like a really nice floorboard. And then let's try and lay this down and see. Yeah, yep. I think that's doing the visual aesthetic I was looking for. If you have a wood texture that doesn't have any wood finish to it, you know, it just looks like a paint almost, or even like a plastic, like a vinyl flooring. And not that there's anything wrong with vinyl flooring, and I know they do it in a lot of modern homes, but there's something really to be said about appreciating real wood. And you can see that we've got a wood that goes throughout the house here a little bit, and it almost is a refurbished version of what was inside the living room originally in this house, which I think looks really sharp. I'm a fan. I am a fan. So let's see here. Ooh, just one more spot. And we're out of wood, which is funny. How the heck did we do it the other time? That's okay. Keep on keeping on. Okay. I think that's every spot in the house. It looks really good. And I'm starting to second guess myself on that white on the paneling as well. But again, I think it's because the pattern isn't quite right on that. We could spend some time here and figure it out. And I might just do it off screen so that way you guys don't have to worry about dealing with, you know, me figuring that out. But at least this room looks in a much better spot than it was before. Let's go ahead here, change the lighting. We're gonna change the style on this. I don't like a pink light switch button, nor do I like a circular one for that matter. So we're gonna go ahead and sell that. Change this up, light switch. See what the styles are. I really like this one. No, I don't like that one. I do like that one. And I like this flat one as well. We're going to go ahead and do something like this. It's a little bit more modern. Looks good. We're going to change the style on the button so that way it represents the same color as the wood. Looks good. And I want to change the lights. So we're going to sell that light, and we're going to go ahead and just do lights. And I like the recessed lighting in the ceiling. I think that's clean. It's low profile. Looks good. So let's try to hit something like that. Hanging lights are really cool too. Yeah, but for now we're lining out the space and we're making sure that it looks very similar to what we want to see. We got these ones. I want to make sure these lights are like a darker color If I have to, I'll do like a black or something dark. So that way you don't notice them as much. We got this. We're going to go ahead here and hit this. Ooh, tricky. I'm actually going to do these up against the wall if I can. Oh, man. Only because that little piece of roof right there is there. I'm not able to do that. But I don't want to sacrifice symmetry here. That's kind of the important part. Let's replace this light down here. We'll do one here. And then we'll do one kind of like in the middle. I like that. I don't think that's quite the middle, so I'm going to put one here. Take a step back. That looks like the middle. Cool. Sell this one. Oh, this one. That looks pretty solid. So now let's duplicate it and bring it back over against this wall. Make sure it's in the center on each corner here. Wonderful. I'm going to duplicate this switch as well because, well, no, we'll leave it like that. Let's go ahead and wire these up. Excellent. Turn the lights on. Wonderful. That is a nice, cozy, warm space. I like that. I'm also wondering if we duplicate this and we throw it against the wall like it is on the other side. Let's keep symmetry here. And then potentially shift this light over just a hair. I don't know what the spacing is on this, but I'm gonna try my best. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's do 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, nice. And then over here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Awesome. Wonderful. Let's move this one right here. And then we're going to move this one to match on that other light. There we go. Cool. Good space for now. We'll figure out the white trim. I'm not 100% sold on it, but at least we're moving in the right direction. So now let's go ahead here, sell the dining room set. Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, that's trash. Interesting. Okay. And we are going to move on. Oh, to the other room. But I want to put some windows in on this room. Yeah. Are those the same height? They look like they're one short. So let's move it. Yep, that looks right. And then I'm gonna I don't like the 1, so I'm gonna expand it and maybe turn it into a 3 in the middle. It looks a little bit better. We got our wall color and we got all these circular windows. It was kind of neat. Actually, you know what? I love the circular windows, but I think I might be overusing them when I do it like this. So what I want to do here is just lay down some brick real quick and put some regular rectangular windows in here and see what happens. Don't sell it. But let's do 1, 2, 3. You can see we got one on either side, and then we got a window right here that is not centered. So what I'm thinking is, we got a lot of windows in here. Let's go ahead and sell this one and move this one. So it's got the same spacing as these windows right here. And then we're going to brick this up. And that'll look quite good for us. And then in this room, I want to do another color. Still keeping the wood trim kind of the way they had it on the side there. And I love this flooring. But I don't know if I want to do hard through... Well, they did hardwood throughout the whole first ground floor anyways. So let's go ahead, duplicate this style. We're going to place like 1, 2, 3 of those. And let's start laying that hardwood down. Hitting the house. It's very easy for me, and I'm sure for you guys too when you're watching it, to get like overwhelmed by how many things you want to do, because you see all the potential so fast, and you're like, well, let me do this and then this, and eventually you're like, oh crap, I'm stepping on the toes of the process, and I really want this to, you know, work. Ooh, 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 ooh. But then you get carried away with a different section of what you were trying to do. There we go. I wish I would have known about that door flip thing earlier. If you go to change style, you can go up and it says door, left or right hand door. What a time save. I mean, oh my goodness. Best strategy I've learned in a long time. We're going to go ahead and lay some hardwood down all throughout the house. And in that new little section we zoned off as well. Just because that'll help separate the interior from the exterior just a little bit better. And I want to see what this house looks like with new flooring. Ooh, actually, check this out. We can... we'll figure that out in a minute. Just get the hardwood down, and then I'll get some of these walls painted and see if we can't add some life to the property as it stands. Because this brick is driving me crazy. Ooh, that's an exterior door. And we will add lighting and proper windows and all that good jazz. Okay. Man, this exterior door is crazy, and I'm just going to go ahead and sell it. And we're going to go straight to doors. Look for a door that we like. That door looks like a... Oh, not a fan. I like that they had a door with like a side panel on it. That was modern, and I thought that was really cool. Double door front entrance would be awesome, but we're not living in a mansion yet. This door right here is it's a little big. Just a hair too big. Ooh. Let me... Oh shoot. Change style, change size. Drag this over to here. Perfect. Okay. Details like that. I did go around the house and do it for the most part. However, there are some spots that I missed. There we go. Excellent. Okay. And then, okay. So now we want to get this door in here. This is a big door. I like this. This is also a big door. I really like that. Does it open outward? Yes, it does. Cool. We're going to copy the style on this door over to this door. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Not a fan of the white detail accent piece, so we're just going to turn that to a darker color. Yep, I like that. Black looks better. And then we're going to go ahead here and do some wood. Finish out the truss overhead. I do like that is wood. So I want to keep that style. Right there. Which now looking at this wood makes me think like, we should have kept a pattern with the woods that we're choosing. And we might come back and revisit that and see if that's something we want to do. But let's go ahead and copy this style. There we go. That way everything's vertical. And the same wood texture. Cool. We're going to do the same thing over here. Awesome. They've got that whole thing kind of lined out, don't they? Ah, you know what? We'll cave on that idea. We're going to go ahead and paint these walls here. Do some recessed lighting. Let's take a look at what this light switch is hooked up to. That one's purely the dining room table light switch, which is not ideal. So we're gonna paint. We are going to paint. Let's do the ceiling. We'll start in this room because we know we're following the same style. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the next room and then do our recessed lighting in all the rooms. And that way we're hitting the same task one at a time. Paint bucket. Almost lost you. It's cool to see the new brick against the old brick, knowing that we're going to paint it and, you know, cover it up in real life, drywall it. Progress. It's progress. I like that color of the ceiling for sure. Looks a lot better. Moving on over to the dining room. We're going to put a nice big table in here that can fit 6. Perhaps one day 8. That would be cool. These trusses on the ceiling kind of remind me of my Nana and Papa's house. They used to have these wooden beams. Well, they still do actually in their living room. They're cool. They're cozy. Probably why I kept them in the house. Something reminded me of childhood. Excellent. Okay. Then we are going to carry this on over here. Probably break down this chandelier here, but we'll do that when we're in the lighting steps. Nice. And then I want to paint this. Paint this. Ah. Okay. Ooh. Just make sure I see what I'm doing over there. That looks good. Cool. Very cool. Everything's painted. Running low on paint, but I think we can probably hit this wall as well. Or this ceiling, if you will. Do we have any more paint? We are out of paint. We must sell. Copy the style. Got that. We are going to put windows in this bathroom, in this kitchen. Don't you worry. It is a plan. It is happening. And all we want to do here is change that, this. Excellent. Cool. Go ahead and sell that off. We'll go ahead and clean up the kitchen area as well. There's a lot of kitchen supplies here and junk for that matter that we can do a much better job on. The vision will come. I'm gonna leave that there for a second just because it's quaint. Yeah, no, I like the heart though, and those drawers. For now, we'll leave them. Go ahead and finish grabbing. Man, the chandelier I keep bumping my head into. Alright, we're going to sell it, and I know it's dark in here. Bear with me. Lights in the corner. Cozy, it's comfortable, it's relaxed. One more over there. Wonderful. And we're going to section these off with light switches, but I just want to get them down here so we can see what we're doing. Not a fan of putting a light there, but for the sake of keeping everything same and putting lights in corners, we will, actually. We will. Or, no, we will. We will. Excellent. That looks good. And then I'm wondering if I could just move these pieces. Ah. Close, but not close enough, unfortunately. That's okay. Let's go ahead here and sell this window. Actually, let's see what it is first. It's a 5x6 Etna. 5x6, so we're going to sell that. We're going to look for a 5x6 window. Sweet deal. Doesn't seem bright enough, but I'm wondering if that's because it's turning nighttime. So let's go ahead and sleep until noon so we can see what we're doing just a little bit better. Okie dokie. Cool. It is brighter in here, for sure. For sure. Alright, let's do some light switches. Duplicate. Copy this switch. We're going to put this one in here, up against this wall for the dining room. And then we are going to do one right here for the living room. And we're going to do one here for the kitchen. And then we are going to remove this one and this one. And these two lights, we'll change those out with something a little bit better. Now if we go through and we do our wiring, holy smokes, that is streamlined to everything. Connect 20 items to one switch. That's an achievement. Hey, if you guys want to do something crazy, there you go. I just had to remove those from the existing groups. So that way I can make sure that that light switch only toggles those things. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to remove from group, from group. Remove all those. I'm just pushing R on them to remove them from the group. And then what I'm doing is relinking them just to the switch I want to be the living room lighting. Awesome. Just like that. We'll go ahead and turn that one on. And then this is the kitchen lighting, so we're going to remove that one from the group. And there's going to be more lighting in the kitchen than just what I have right now, but for now, this is what we're putting in here. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and turn that one on. And then I want to do, real quick, some windows in the kitchen. I know we're going to put 2 in here. Yeah, that's cool. That works. I like that. It's a little quirky with that circular window there, but that's original. Let's copy the style of this one and paste it here. Yep. So that's original. Same thing with that one. It's a little quirky, but it'll work. Well, now I'm asking myself all kinds of questions here. I think this needs to get destroyed. Leave that to be that corner. Yep. And then, yep. Ah. You know, sometimes you wish, you know, you would do it first, but you can't know until you do it. Until you get that far. I know that was like a really jaded sentence, so I'll figure that out. You don't know what you want until you start playing around with it, and then eventually you discover, hey, this is what I was trying to go for. Now we know. Hmm. Decisions, decisions. Does that flow right? I think it does. Weird having double lighting close like this, so what I'm thinking is we're going to change out the lighting in the dining room with a chandelier. And that's exactly what I intend to do. Let's throw down a table real quick, just so we can identify the room. I like that. Lorian table, that's pretty sharp. That one's also not bad either. This one just has the aesthetic I think we're going for. We're going to drop this in the middle of the room. This gives everybody enough room to have chairs and walk around. That's good. If I center it on this window here, there's not quite enough walkway space behind the table. Let's just go one over. I think that looks right. I'm gonna make this table. Actually, you guys know me. I always do that live edge table. I love it. Where is it? There it is. Awesome table. Ooh, even that darker color looks really sharp. Maybe that's too much complexity going on with coloring. We'll just do a black table for now. You know what? I psych myself out. I like that. And it's not, maybe not the wood we're going for. But it definitely is the table that we want. And then we got to do the chandelier. A cool chandelier, I think. Oh man, that old school one with candles would be really sharp if we had that bigger house. The school house that was like $1.1 million. Like something crazy. That's not low enough. I could make this look modern. I definitely could. How low does that one hang? That's not bad. A little modern. That one reminds me too much of like an Applebee's or a diner of some kind. Ooh, that's classy. I like that. So we're gonna stand in the middle of the table and we're gonna look straight up. Boom. Link that to that. Change the color on that. Dark. Dark. Yep. And we can actually duplicate that. Kind of make it like holy light. That's insane. It's very bright. So we're gonna cut the brightness down in half. And then we're gonna copy this and paste it on those and see. Yeah, that definitely cut down the brightness a hair, which is nice. But I'm thinking maybe we even go a little step further there and cut it. Let's do like 40. And we're gonna do copy style, paste, paste. So then if we go to change style, all the rest of those are at 40. That's bright in a good way. I think that's gonna do it for us. Yeah, originally those lights come out of the gate swinging. Very strong lighting. Love that. Super cool. Finish up the wood flooring here. Just gonna have enough to get all the way through to the kitchen. And we're starting to see the dream come alive a little bit here. I think with a couple fresh coats of paint on the first floor here, to kind of get some of the brick out of the way, we're going to start seeing that this space is looking more along the lines of what we want. And man, every time I keep coming back into this room, I go, this white, Talon, what were you thinking? It's just so extreme. Yeah, and then this light's got to go too. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Cool. The fireplace. Alright. Well, no, let's paint the walls first. We said we were going to do that. We're going to do that. Let's just make sure that the those are linked up. They are. Good. Paint, 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 paint. It's always a tricky question here when you're trying to figure out what kind of paint you want. This light switch goes into this bedroom. Who in the world? We don't ask questions. We just keep pushing forward. So we need to pick a paint color for this house, and I'm thinking I want to do something a little warmer. Back to the custom colors again, and we're gonna do kind of like a what is that? Rich, faded, strong colors. You got to be careful with strong colors. Pastels are very nice, and I like the faded, warm yellow. But I'm wondering if that's going to match the flooring too much, so let's go ahead here and paint that just to take a look. It's too similar to the ceiling. That is not going to work for us. So if we go, let's try faded orange. That's cool. That's like a warm brown, but it almost looks like it's too pastel. So let me just get this color up on the wall here and make a judgment call. You know, actually, that looks pretty solid. That's not bad. How are we feeling about that? Is it not rich enough? Maybe I need to paint more of it to see. Let me do that. There's only one way to know, right? Gotta paint it. Gotta paint it. At least that way we're putting one color on the wall so it's not all brick. Man, you know what? The way the light plays off of the ceiling right there, the shadows. Ooh. I think I'm a fan of this color. Fireplace off of this color. Does it work with the wood flooring and the doors? Perhaps we change the doors to be a darker color. Does that mean we have too much going on? I need to paint it. I need to keep painting. We'll make our assessment when we are finished painting. It's like, don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Just keep going. Keep going. It's a tough thing to do. For the good. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? I'm going crazy. This color works. It definitely works. You know what? Pro tip to the game developer. If you're watching, I love the ability to paint the inside of a window whatever I want, right? Creative freedom. But sometimes it can be a little cumbersome. And it would be kind of slick. Same way that I can just highlight on this. Boop, paint all that. Inside of that. Boop, just like that. Paint the inside of it. Oh, which I'm starting to think that circular window is so out of place. Especially with all the rectangular windows that we got going on. Yeah, that might need to be changed. But if you notice how I did the inside of that window frame, it would be kind of slick if I could just do it right here. Same thing. Just boop, paint it one color. Not sure though, because then you lose the ability to paint it half one color, kind of like we did in here. You know, half white, half. Gotta change that white, folks. Gotta change that white. It's not looking right. We're gonna put the kitchen all up against this, and we might have to change these windows. So I'm not gonna paint the insides of them, just because I want a window that's kind of centered on the sink. But for now, I wanna get the space there. We need to get to that point first. We're not there yet. Get a lot of paint out of one bucket. Very nice. Keep on keeping on. Love that. The dining room needs the circular windows. It's cool character. It gives me that Meet the Robinsons feeling, which I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie, but if you're watching and you heard me say it and you're like, oh, that's the first time I've ever heard of that movie, please watch it. Meet the Robinsons is awesome. It's a great movie. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is gonna change the space like crazy. Cool. Very nice. I'm just gonna paint what would be the wall behind the fireplace, for game's sake. I think that looks good. It's a nice color. It is a very nice color. Just take a step back here so you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing. I want to move this button. I like it. And it's making me ask questions about the wood up here, and I'm almost wondering if I want to use the wood as like a trim, like a crown molding, rather than the beams going across it. Because I don't want this house to be too modern on the inside, though I think we're dancing towards that direction right now. Let's change this table. That's cool. Oh. Ooh. Whoa. Kind of like what that did to the space. Kind of messed with it a little bit. Still need to do the fireplace. What it would look like if we pasted that style. No, it won't let you. That's quirky. I still gotta do something about this circular window, man. It's killing me. It is killing me. That cannot be there. There's gotta be something else. Unless we do 2 circular windows right here. Is that what it's gonna take? Let me duplicate. Duplicate that. If I put that back where it was. Because now what can happen is I can move this and it'll like refill. I won't. Brick, 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 brick. Cool. Okay. It just was odd. And we need to figure out how to address it. Oh, excuse me. Is that how that works? Alright. Cool. Window. Duplicate. Paste. Are you happy now? Yes. Boom. B on the outside. Oh yeah. Whoa. That's super cool. Maybe we go one more over. Try that. How many do we have here? We got a 2 gap. So if we did like 2, is that too much? It's too much. Too much. What was I thinking? 3. And then what's the gap here on this? Oh, it is 3. So now they're equidistant on that wall. Or wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You know, but I like that. Ooh. I do. I love it. I love it. I think that's the way to go. Circular windows for the win. Okay. Let's paint these up here. My goodness. I gotta figure out the rest of the windows in this house. I gotta make them lay out in the way I like them, because that is just doing a lot for me right now. It's making me, my OCD, extremely satisfied. And I don't love these rectangular windows here, but that's okay. We were planning on doing the kitchen anyways in kind of like an L-shaped format with an island, so there's going to be a lot of stuff against this wall. We're going to have the sink and dishwasher against this wall, and then some kind of little island set up here. Or maybe an L-shaped island. That'd be kind of wild. And then like a bar area that people can sit at right here. Yeah, that might work. Visions, people. Visions. Gotta love it. Alright, let's deal with this fireplace. I want this to look really good. We're going to go ahead and throw a TV on top of it. That's just a V. That's a TV. Big jumbo TV. Got legs. Looks good. Now we need to go ahead and do a remote right here. And this is detail stuff, so obviously we shouldn't be doing this right now. You know I love my slate. Can't get past it. It looks so good for a fireplace. It's just classy. Change the style. Got this detail. Late. This detail. Late. Detail in the back. Stone? Ooh. Which stone do I like? I like that natural mossy stone. That's kind of cool looking design. The mantle needs to be... We'll do black for now, though I'm not 100% convinced that's what it needs to be. What is that material that they're using? I don't want a metal. Old stone brick. Ooh, that's kind of cool too. Black granite? No. Marble. A black marble would be kind of neat. And then if we do a... Ooh, we gotta do a wood. A dark wood. Look at that walnut. That is pretty solid for the fireplace. Alright, but I'm not convinced on the slate on the ground here. And I'm wondering if it's because I don't like the shape of it. That might have something to do with it. I'm going to put in these sideways paneling. That's good. That's good. Just like that. And then we're going to grab some of this. Can't have too many rectangles, you know? Doesn't look right. Cool. And then we need our last bit of wood paneling for the flooring. Awesome. Go ahead and sell this. Sell these. Let's take a look at our progress here. Definitely shaping out to be something a little bit better. Curious to know if I want windows. I like more windows, but I think we need furniture. Like, I want to put, you know, book shelving, casing, or, you know, stuff like that around there. We'll make that happen. So I don't want to over encumber ourselves here with too many windows. But we do need to paint this room. Really liking that. Really liking where this is going. It's starting to turn into something well. Let's go ahead here, copy this style. We'll deal with the outside later, but at least it doesn't look so crazy anymore. This brick is just unfinished. Oops. Yeah, we'll keep going. We will keep going. Good. Tricky with all the plants here. It doesn't seem to want to grasp the concept of placing the tiling. There we go. We just gotta trick it. Cool. Awesome. Looks good. Needs help. We'll go ahead and grab the tiles. And we're just going to place these around the outside. I know it's not the final desired look to use this siding, but at least this makes the house complete. And then we can work forward from there. Everything takes steps, phases. I just want to do it right in my vision and make it become a reality in the game. So stick with the original paneling on the side here. We will change the wood on the trusses or the support looking beams in the front yard to match the door. Okay. Nice. We got another section of paneling here we can do. And they're getting creative on us. Gotta jump for it. Oh, I got it. See that. There we go. One more. There we go. Cool. See that house? It's looking grand now. It's got it going on, you know? Let me copy this just because they had it here. And not saying that that's what needs to be or will be forever. It's just the way. For right now. Cool. Alright, we're going to go ahead and copy some of the side paneling of the house and go around here and do this side too, just to clean it up. Clean it up. I wonder if we can get away with cleaning up the whole side of the house with just one of these boxes. I'm not holding my breath, but that'd be pretty cool if we could. Ooh. Again, the flowers are in the way from being able to put the paneling on, but I love the flowers so much I can't get away from them. I don't want to cut them down. I don't want to cover them up. I think they look really good. Very nice. Very nice. Might run out of panels before we can finish the side, but at least we can get as far along as we can. Ooh, is this game gonna be nice to us? It is! Look at that. Incredible. We're gonna copy this style. Oop. Oh, that's like a side beam of the house. That's cool. What about here? Nah, okay. I was gonna say, because I still want to be able to put that little whoop right there. Cool. Ooh, maybe that was the wrong move. Can I change the size on that? And I can go down further. Watch this. Had a thought. Hit this. Boom. Go back here, change size. Drag it down one. Oh no! Excuse me? What is wrong? Why are you not happy? Oh, interesting. Maybe it's this? Was that? Ha! Got an order of operations. Now you're happy. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okie dokie. Let's see if we can't finish little stripe. Oh, it's gonna be a doozy. Oh, we can duplicate. Okay, cool. So then I can save it, move it, change it, just like that. Excuse me. There we go. Then I can sell this, duplicate this. Actually, it looks pretty good right there like that. Yeah. Looks pretty solid. Alright, so we polished up the outside. Cleaning up the inside. I want to do a crown molding. I'm convinced it's the only way to move on in the right direction for this room. But we also need to address the stairs. The base of the stairs needs to be the same wood. We're going to choose this light cedar. And the stair railing needs to be something classy. I'm going to do ebony. Got it. And then as for what goes underneath the step here in the front, that one's kind of tricky for me because I could do wood, but then it would all match. And I don't know if that's exactly what I'm going for. So what I could do is like the darker colors of the woods, which I do have some darker browns in here, right, for the molding. I'm thinking, what if we copied what the color is on this? It is European walnut. Then what I'm going to do over here is go ahead and grab European walnut under wood panels. American walnut. European walnut. Boom. And then I grab those and I hit this. That looks so good. Which means I gotta go back to the fireplace, change the style, go from American walnut to European walnut. Detail C, almost wondering if that needs to be European walnut as well. Ooh, what happened there? Black marble. It's okay. That's okay. Sell that. And I think you guys gotta be kidding me. Crown. Do they have crown molding? Maybe. Building accessory. These? No. Those are like things for building. Oh! Hold up. They got molding. Cool. Beams, bits and bobs, fences, mold. Okay, so we can go back around and do this crown molding all the way around the house. I think that would look pretty sharp. And I'm almost wondering if they have accent pieces. So this is called a beam. Beam. They had a corner piece of a beam. We'll see how the corners play. Like when I have a beam coming in this way, if that junction looks okay. But I want to finish addressing the other bedroom down here, and then we'll call that a day for this episode because I think we've made some seriously good progress. And I like where this is turning out, and we're getting ready here to move into furniture, which I'm super excited about. But let's go ahead and paint this room. And I want to do a lighter color because we seem to have some pretty darker colors inside the house. And when it comes to surface finishes, we need some life, some faded little colors of blue, maybe. This one looks pretty good in my eyes. As a bright blue. It's a powder blue. Oops, sorry there. Mr. Door. I messed up your style. Oh my goodness. Alright, we gotta paint it all the way through here to make sure. But this is not the right color, I'm thinking. I am thinking we gotta stick with the greens. That powder blue is too powder blue. Not happening. Go back to this rosemary color. I like what it's doing. We're gonna copy this style. And I just want to see what it looks like in a room if we paint the whole room with rosemary instead of just doing the upper portion and then having the baseboards be a specific color. Let's go through here. The floor itself and the ceiling are already so bright, it contrasts the rosemary wall color quite well. Yeah, that is just such a good color. Holy smokes. I see the appeal. I see why people are doing it. I think it looks sharp. Maybe I do rosemary on 2 walls and then I do like a white wall. So that way it's not overbearing. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and just paint the entirety of the wall situation. So that way we don't have any more brick. Add some lighting in here and call it a day. Ooh. It was nice to redo the flooring. I think that was a huge uplift to the house. I think we picked a really good color for it. So I'm quite happy with it. And then that wall is painted now. Wonderful. Starting to get a little dark outside. Seeing the colors in the low light. But again, we don't have any lighting in this room anyway, so we'll have to address that. Cool, and then wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. do the inside of the window frames. Oh, that sunset in the woods, that's what we do it for, man. That's why we paint the house this way. That's why we do it in nature. It's beautiful. It's something you don't get to see. You know, that was like one of my biggest harps in the office is I always called it prison, right? Because it was even worse than prison. You have windows in a prison cell. Gosh, I would spend sometimes anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day in a cinder block room. Not a single window. Unreal. I get it, it's a plant, but still. Windows. Need windows. This looks really good. Let's go ahead and put our recessed lighting up. And again, this is just to light up the house. Take this with a grain of salt. It's not the permanent lighting, but it's so I can see everything. Oh, that is awesome. I like the amount of light that's in here. Yeah, and selling that is going to ruin it. We need that chandelier back. I wish I could push undo. That chandelier was doing a lot for the room. Can't remember which one it was. I do know which one it was. It was this one. And I like this one, actually. I think this is the middle of the room. Wish I could. I'm going to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 20, 20. We go 10. 10 in right here in between these guys. You need to be moved right about. That the middle. Change the style on it. Go dark, dark. Awesome. And then we're going to go ahead and do some wiring here, and we're going to ungroup all of this. Ooh. Sell that, because we don't use those light switches. They don't look so good. Bring in one of these newer light switches. Remove from group, and then we're going to add it to its own group. It's a little dark in here, don't worry. That'll change. Boom. I like the all green. I think it looks sharp. Green and brown, very warm colors, very neutral colors. It's the way to go. There is some merit to be had here with this white, but I chose the wrong wood pattern. It is needed. I gotta figure out what that wood pattern is. Man, we got a little bit more time here. We could figure out what that may be. Let's go ahead. That light switch I want to change for the living room. I think I want to put it right here. Side by side light switches. But it's section based on the room, right? So it's tricky. Like that's odd. We don't want that. We could put it right here. Battles. Decisions and battles. I think we're going to put it right here. That looks good. Okay. So for these wood panelings down here, they have to have some form of a pattern or something. Because the wood as it stands right now is not going to provide the surface finish panelings that I'm looking for. Wood panels, and maybe I could choose a white wood. Painted wood panels. And then I could go further into this, and maybe I could choose, yeah. Yes, I can. we do something like that, but we change the pattern size to be really large, that's not right still. I want it to be a big rectangle. That's better. Still not quite right. That's really close. Let's try that just because it's super close. Oh, it is. It is so close. If it didn't have that diamond pattern in there, you know, that might be, you know, more along the lines of what I was going for. But this covers that. It does a pretty solid job. This is really close to what I was thinking. And we'll take close. I'm just going to drop it down. Excellent. Okay. All right. All right. Oh my gosh, guys. I didn't think we'd find that fast. Now we need to be very cautious with our painting because we do not want to paint the big tiles. And it's getting dark out again, so I'm going to go run upstairs real quick, sleep in the bed. It's funny when you try to sell this house, they're like, we won't buy it in this condition, it looks horrible. And it's like, yeah, the upstairs looks bad, but look at all the work, you know, you're putting in the basement. Downstairs area. Sleeping resets the paintbrush. Good to know. Cool. Very cool. Almost wondering if we go ahead here and do green on the bottom of the windowsill. Or leave the white. It's just not the same wood white that we have going on right now. But it's very close. Man, I love how that perfect rectangle pairs up with the base of the room. I don't know if you do that by planning or design or what have you, but that worked out so well for us. That's really cool. And now the only other question I have is, do I paint this white or leave it green? I think we're going to leave it green. I'm going to go ahead and copy this and put this in this bedroom as well. That's that rosemary look. It's natural, the white with the green, and then the wood flooring. It's got style. Oh, and I like that with the rosemary paint color on the baseboard. We're gonna go ahead and do that too. Whoa, almost painted the wrong thing there. Careful. Look at that. We found that we forgot one. Oh. Why won't you let me paint? I'm gonna save the game real quick just in case something bad happens. I would have been really sad if we lost all this great progress we've made on the house so far. This looks very good. I love what the rooms are doing right now. I think they're in a good spot. We still have to come through here and furnish this, and I'm not sure if we want to make this the bathroom and the other one the bedroom, or how we plan on going about this. It might be the case. You know, this definitely is a bigger room. And then this one becomes the bathroom, and we'll figure out how to, you know, put a shower in here and perhaps a toilet, maybe cut back on some of the windows. But you're facing the woods, so nobody's going to see you anyway, so I think it's okay. And then as far as things go out here, I really like where we're at with out here. I think what I want to do here is furnish it, maybe change the chandelier a little bit and figure out some trim. I really, really do like that European walnut, and I want to make that unanimous throughout the house. Oh my goodness, we got footprints on the stairs of a bear. What is going on? I can't believe it. My goodness. The disaster. But we'll go ahead and save the whole upstairs portion of it for the next video. And yeah, we're going to take what we've learned here, spruce it up a little bit, maybe make a couple more changes down here, but this is looking a lot better. The space is larger. We punched out this. I mean, if you remember what the original... So sorry, dropped my mic there. If you remember what the original mic looked like, the original room looked like when we first got here, it was not this, you know? It was, it had an L shape where that bedroom is, and the bathroom was all dirty and disgusting, and now we've really kind of turned this room around here, and I think with furniture, it's just going to look awesome. We've really given ourselves a playground here to go a little while with the design. So thank you so much all for joining the video. I hope you appreciated the work here and you like where the house is going. And yeah, any comments that you guys have or ideas that you want to put into the house, this is going to be our final house for the series before we move on to the next one. I will take them. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.